Hey guys, this is Chris Collects Things back again with my good buddy Ryan over at Game Essays. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm not going to give you a S nickname because I'm all out of them, but special, I guess. Special.
I'll take it.
Super special, awesome Ryan McNulty. So yeah, we're here today to do another tier list backed by popular demand. We check out the previous one if you haven't already. I think we only went up to Battle Styles at the time.
Maybe Chilling Reign. Or actually maybe Battle Styles.
It was either Battle Styles or Chilling Reign, but since then some more sets have come out. And so this video is basically going to tell you what modern sets you should buy, and we're going to rank them for you. Based on our experience, or with the cases of Celebrations and Fusion Strike. We're just going to look at the card list and give our honest opinions on them because they haven't come out yet.
Yeah, as of this recording, but I think Celebrations, we know everything that's going to be in it. So I think we'll be able to make a decent assessment there. And then Fusion Strike is basically going to be based off of the Japanese set card list, and then we know we're going to get some extra stuff thrown in there, but it doesn't seem like it's anything major. Right. Maybe a couple things, but I say we just jump right in. Why don't we just go in order? So we can start with Sword and Shield base set. We're really going to focus on kind of the heavy hitters because that's really what kind of defines each and every set. And for this set, the
Marnie card. I was just saying there's not really many is what I was saying.
Yeah. So, I mean, the biggest hitters for Sword and Shield base, you do have the Marnie full art.
Yep.
A lot of people do like the VMAX Rainbow Snorlax.
Oh, that's true.
And then you also have the gold Zacian and Zamazenta cards, although they're not shiny like a lot of the other gold cards are. They're not the shiny version of that Pokemon. They are very bright and shiny cards, but so yeah, I think at the end of the day, Sword and Shield base, there's a few good hits in there. I think it's maybe slightly underrated, but I think it's still probably like a C tier.
Yeah,
I would say
that's what I was gonna say. I mean, if you were gonna argue for a B, maybe like a B minus, but I think C is the perfect spot.
And we can always adjust these if we feel like as we do more things, we feel like, okay, maybe it isn't a C, we can move it up later. But let's jump to Rebel Clash now, or as the kids like to call it, Rebel Trash.
Rebel Trash. I actually have a soft spot for Rebel Clash. I've gotten a lot of pretty good pulls for it. A lot of the gold cards, if we keep scrolling down, I have that Galarian Berserker gold card. And I think I pulled actually 2 of those Twin Energy gold cards. Not the flashes of gold cards, but it's a gold card. So I've pulled 3 gold cards out of this set. I've had pretty good luck with it. I think I've also have the Rainbow Rare Sonia, which is a good card. Other cards that are kind of cool. I mean, personally, I like the Rillaboom.
And Boss's
VMAX
Orders.
or the V. Yep.
Boss's Orders is the biggest hit in this set just because it's the most playable, and I think people
like Giovanni.
Yeah, Giovanni's awesome. There's a Rainbow Rare, there's a full art version, so that ended up being the most expensive card. But it does have some cool cards in it. I also seem to pull pretty good for this set. This is probably like the Sword and Shield set I have the most like full arts for.
Yeah, same here.
Just through luck. I got a lot of the 3-pack blisters of this, and somehow that worked out for me. But at the end of the day, it's got some cool cards, but it's not the most exciting set.
Correct.
So I would probably also say it's a C tier.
I'm okay with that. This isn't gonna be ranking like left to right, like higher or lesser.
No, yeah.
I would put it ahead of Sword and Shield base for me personally, but I think a lot of people probably would have it after, but I've had good luck with it, so better luck than Sword and Shield base.
Yeah, I think between the two, I think there's cards I like more in Sword and Shield base, but there's like a few of them. Like I like the Marnie and I like the VMAX Snorlax, but then with Rebel Clash, it's like I would want both versions of Boss's Orders. You have the Sonya, you have the Frostmoth, you have the Berserker.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of like those cards even more than the Zacian and the Zamazenta, which is a little weird, but they are shiny, which I like. So, but yeah, at the end of the day, I think they kind of fall around the same place.
I agree. I mean, like for me, a lot of it is I'm biased more towards Rebel Clash because I've had better pulls from it, and I feel like a lot of people are kind of like that in certain sets.
So now we can go to Darkness Ablaze and the Charizard VMAX and just the regular VMAX. So it's the pull rate. It's one of the more attainable Charizards.
True.
Because technically it should be just the same odds as a regular VMAX pull. And then what else we have in the set of interest? There is a full art Houndoom. We got full art Salamence. We got the full art trainers are a little weak in my opinion. You got Kaboo, Piers, Pokemon Breeders, Nurturing, Rose.
It's not even Dad Bod Rose.
It's probably it might actually be the worst catalog of like full arts in the Sword and Shield era. But I actually do have the gold Rillaboom.
That's a good looking card there.
And you get the gold Colossal. You also get a Rainbow Rare Salamence, but most people just care about the VMAX Charizard. But I think there's some other good stuff in here. So I don't know where you feel like this falls.
My question is, out of all the Sword and Shield sets, I feel like this is the set I've opened up the least amount of packs of. I have opened a booster box of it. I think my pulls were decent. Not to have that like sway too much here. This is tough. I mean, is it better than Rebel Clash and Sword and Shield on the fact that it has a Charizard on it?
Yeah. It does feel like in some ways it's actually weaker than if it wasn't for the if it wasn't for the Charizard, this set would be probably pretty terrible.
I would say it's worse than Rebel Clash if it doesn't have the Charizard in it.
I would agree with you.
So like I don't know if that should does the Charizard make it to B in your opinion, or is it still a C? I'm almost thinking it's a C. Still.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. It's a C. Like, yeah, if this isn't a Charizard, this is D for the set,
absolutely.
But yeah, the Charizard lifts it out of obscurity and into the C tier.
Yeah.
So we're not off
to degrees, people. So don't worry about it.
Yeah. So we're not off to the hottest start, but. No. And speaking of not off to the hottest start, we have Champion's Path, which for me,
you're a little salty.
I'm salty, and I want to create an F tier just to put it in here. But let's be real here. Champion's Path is kind of a terrible set with
pull-wise.
Yeah, pull-wise.
Pull rate-wise.
Yeah. So one thing we've been talking about, like the balance of the set and how, you know, basically just the quality of the cards that are in the set. But one thing we haven't really talked about yet is how fun a set is to open. And Champion's Path is probably one of the worst feelings of opening packs ever. Except for maybe the first time you open it, because you need all the cards. But yeah, so the first Marnie box that I opened was incredible because I actually got a lot of good pulls on top of, you know, my first time opening it. So I thought it was this amazing set. But then when you buy, because it's a special set, they don't have booster boxes. You buy a 4 box or whatever. You buy an ETB, and sometimes you get nothing but the same hollows, and it just feels absolutely awful. Like, I feel the most anxiety opening Champion's Path than any other set, because it is the set where you can feel like you just feel like you got burned. You know what I mean? Like. And not because you pulled the Charizard and Flames.
Which I have pulled 2 of those said Charizard, so I'm very partial to this set for that alone. Yeah,
I feel that it is a C tier set because there's the shiny Charizard, there's the Rainbow Charizard. Those are the only things holding this set from just collapsing in on itself, because everything else is basically worthless. I mean, people like Gardevoir, but Gardevoir is not enough to hold up a set. True. And then for full art trainers, you get Hop and then rainbow rare versions of the ones from Darkness Ablaze, basically.
True. Yeah, Kaboom.
Yeah, Kaboom Piers. And yeah, and because everyone just bought Champion's Path, bought it, trying to get the Charizards, all the other cards are worthless because those are the only cards people cared about, so everyone just ripped open thousands and thousands and thousands of packs and nothing else is of value. So it's better. No, it's not better than Darkness Ablaze. It's sort of. I don't know. I'm stuck.
I'm a little bit biased as Champion's Path. You're not wrong. It's a smaller. I like that the set is smaller. So in theory, it should be easier to collect. But like you said, you do get opening the packs. You do see a lot of duplicates. Like you're just gonna get like regular holographics, which is really nothing to shake a stick at nowadays. But when you do get the pull, if you do get the Charizard, like I had 2 times, it's euphoric. I almost think it's like.
But I think we have to agree it was a poorly designed set. It has 2 amazing cards in it, but it is poorly designed because is there any like if you open a double box and you just get 4 holos, like does it like feels worse than almost getting like 4 green codes in in like a Darkness Ablaze or something, you know what I mean? Like because it's a small set, so it's like you get all the rares and everything you need so quickly. So I don't know. I feel like it can't go any higher for a C, but if you really want to push for it, I could put it higher. I don't know.
Throw it in the C for now. This isn't really the what do you call it? The hill you want to die on for Champion's Path, even though, because at the end of the day, if I didn't pull those 2 Charizards, I would probably have the same feelings as you.
We'd agree to put in the D tier.
That's true. Looking at it with rose-colored glasses, I would probably have it higher in B, but like as a compromise, I think C is fair.
Okay, so let's get to more positive.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, this started off pretty.
Look at all this.
Than I expected.
yeah. I really didn't know going in either that it was going to turn out like this, but here we are.
Yep.
Okay, Vivid Voltage.
The first set when we were reintroduced into collecting was Vivid Voltage.
So we got the introduction of Amazing Rares. Yep. We have Pikachu VMAX. We have. Jumping into some more exciting stuff, we have Pikachu full art.
Yep, that Alakazam,
which is incredible.
Alakazam
full art.
I'm a fan of that.
And then we have Nessa full art.
Leon is awesome. Yep.
And then for the Rainbow Rares, of course, we have the Rainbow Rare Pikachu.
Yep, the Chunkachu.
And we have a Galarian Obstagoon, a Rangaroo, shiny, gold cards. So pretty strong sets.
Absolutely.
Now, before this latest reprint that came out, I might have said S tier, potentially, but I feel now...
I would say hold your horses.
I feel now that it is an A tier set.
I was going into, like, I saw Vivid Voltage, like, thank God, not another C tier set here. I was like, Vivid Voltage is definitely a solid A. It's not an S tier. There's going to be 1 and possibly 2 S tiers that I can think of with the remaining sets, and those sets are going to be special sets. Vivid Voltage as just like a regular set is a very strong set, but unfortunately it can't really hold a candle to the special sets, and that's just how it is. But the pull rates, I think I agree with you. The pull rates it seemed like they were better, at least with my earlier booster box that I opened up. I haven't opened another one since, but I opened up some packs, and like it's been better hits than like a Champion's Path or maybe Sword and Shield base for me personally. But yeah, there's so much to look for in the set, like the full art, so say the full rares, the Rainbow Rare Pikachu, which I'm still chasing personally, and
Don't bother.
I know, and the Amazing Rares, which are just those cards are just beautiful. Like I remember I pulled that Celebi like in particular, and that's one of my favorite cards in the set.
Yeah, so I love the Amazing Rares, and another to add on to, not only does it, it's still tough to pull a lot of the good cards. adding to why, like, I might have thought this was an S like a couple months ago. Plus, I mean, we have new sets. It kind of creates new context.
True.
And if there's just sets that are way better, it's going to kind of bring another set down. But seeing a lot of booster box openings and stuff like that, you look at some of the booster boxes and you're just kind of like, you felt like the set was a little bit stronger than it actually is. It doesn't help that with this reprint, value is always a thing. It's not always about the dollar sign, but when cards really kind of go down in value, it does take away some of the fun of it a little bit. It's not, money's not everything, but it does play a part. Like, no one's going to care about Charizard if it's worth 50 cents, right? So
exactly. And there is a Charizard.
And the amazing rares really kind of took a tank in value once the reprint happened. So that does kind of like, it made it a little bit less exciting with the amazing rares, although they are still really cool cards. But yeah, and also just seeing, like, a lot of times you'll open a booster box and it's like you get like a Steelix V, you get Togekiss V, Togekiss V Max, and then like your full art is like a Galarian Darmanitan, and it just,
you're just kind of like,
you can like, you can really hit with this set like in a booster box, but then you can also miss, and like there's a lot of full arts of Pokemon that are just kind of like like Colossal and stuff like that, and
I don't really care
Orbeetle. Orbeetle.
I was say that.
Maybe people are liking Talonflame a little bit more because of Unite, but so I think A tier is perfectly
absolutely
fair.
We needed something out of
everything's
C tier. Spoiler it. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so let's go to Shining Fates.
Shining Fates, which is one of the sets I am considering elevating to the seat. The S tier. That would be a very unpopular opinion. Just cut to the chase. Shining Fates, I think, is S tier. There's just so much to chase. The only downside really is there's just too many baby shinies. It's like impossible to like fill it all without spending like crazy money. And that damn Charizard that we're still chasing.
Shining Fates, I think it definitely deserves S tier, but I mean, like because you can't get a booster box of this because it's a special set. It can get annoying when you really want to dig deep in the set. If you're trying to collect the whole thing, it does start to wear you down. But those first 2 or 3 ETBs you open, the first few collection boxes or tins you open, the set is so much fun. And I think most people aren't trying to complete the whole set. But if you are, it is, it's going to be one of, like, if you are a completionist, this may not be the set for you unless you're willing to really drop bank. Because even if you want to go the route of buying singles for the rest of it, you're still going to have like hundreds of singles, baby shinies to pick up.
Yeah, and those are like, I don't know, anywhere from like $5 to $10 or more, like depending on the time of day, I guess.
Yeah, but as far as like collecting the rest of the set, I think it's definitely S tier. You have a shiny Charizard in here, but you have a strong cast of like you have the Skyla full art trainer, and then there's some great baby shinies like the baby shiny Suicune, as well as like Coughing, Galarian Wheezing. The only downside I would say to this set is that it leans heavily on Generation 8 Pokemon.
That's true.
So that's why things like Suicune and Coughing are worth a lot, because they're the more nostalgic. But we do have like Shiny Ditto, Shiny Ditto VMAX. So they're in Lapras as well. But you have Rillaboom and Toxtricity for some of the bigger hitters of Generation 8. But but we're not comparing it to something like Hidden Fates because we're focusing just on Sword and Shield now.
True. And one thing I think, for me personally, Shining Fates has over Hidden Fates. I mean, we're not talking about Hidden Fates like you said, but the pull rates were just so much better in Shining Fates. Which made the set is just fun to open, in my opinion, and that's alone makes it S tier, to me at least.
Yeah, I agree.
It's all about the enjoyment. Are you having fun? I mean, like you said, with talking back to Champion's Path, like that set is just not fun most of the time. Like you're just,
unless you pull 2 shiny Charizard. But that's all you'll remember. Like you're not gonna remember any of your other pulls. With Shining Fates, you're gonna remember maybe, I got that full art ball guy that I was looking for. Yeah. You'll always remember the good times, right?
Remember the good times, exactly. I don't know. Shining Fates is S tier. don't at me. But do at me.
Do at him, at Chris Collects Things.
Yeah, at Chris Collects Things on Twitter, Instagram, wherever else.
So battle styles.
Yes.
A lot of people like to, crap all over battle styles.
I think battle styles, as time goes on, kind of got a bad name at first.
Yeah.
I don't know about how you feel about it.
So, yeah, battle styles, I actually... Right, hashtag hot take. Right now, I'm going to throw battle styles at the B tier.
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going to put it.
And here's why. Okay, full art trainers. You got Cheryl, you got Karina's Focus, you got Phoebe, all strong full art trainers.
Independent women that don't need
strong, with great artwork. People, you can get a little side of mustard too, single strike or rapid strike.
I like Bruno.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Bruno as well. That's true. Whoa, kid. You can get Bruno.
The Tyranitar at the buffet, which I pulled in my first booster box battle with you. Check out that video if you haven't already. That's a good looking card. That's full art cards. Like you're looking at the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX.
Alternate art. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. The alternate arts are awesome in this set, in my opinion.
And then the gold cards, Artillery and Houndoom. Yeah. And then you even got like full art Mimikyu. And there's the Empoleon alternate art as well.
Tyranitar V. Even just like the regular full art.
Yeah. So it's
good looking.
Yeah. It gets a bad rep because it came out after Vivid Voltage and Shining Fates. Right. But I think it's still, Battle Styles, I think it's still better than everything we have in the C tier.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The pull rates, that is probably the one thing that kind of brought a lot of people down, was the pull rates were really bad. Like, I opened up a Vivid Voltage ETB, and because of Amazing Rares, I was able to get like a V and an Amazing Rare, and that felt fine. Whereas like Battle Styles, I know you basically had like 7 green code cards in yours. At least you did get the gold card.
That's
because
true.
Nowadays, like Battle Styles, I feel like was the start of people like really understanding that ETBs can sometimes really, you can get fleeced. You get fleeced pretty hard.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we were all coming down to earth after Vivid Voltage and Shining Fates. And you know what? Battle Styles pull rates are how normally your pull rates are in a set.
Exactly.
And yeah, I think it's a much stronger set than everything we have below it here.
And I agree with that.
So let's go to Chilling Reign. Chilling Reign, you got Blaziken, you got the Calyrex, both Shadow and Ice, and then we have the Galarian birds. Not only their full arts, but their alternate arts. You get the alternate arts. Slow King, this is where sets just exploded in size.
I did pull that. The Tornadus V alternate art I also like. Even the Blissey alternate art. There's a lot of good alternate arts.
Yeah.
That Karen's Conviction full art. The Blaziken VMAX alternate art. I mean, I honestly have a little bit of salt with this set because I got the one dig against the set is the quality control for the set was just terrible. Like, I had an error booster box, and there were packs with no code cards, some with 2, and just like the hits just weren't there. But on the flip side, I did have a booster box earlier on, and the pulls were amazing.
Yeah, quality control is bad. Like, I got the Rainbow Rare Melanie, and it had a total crease in the corner of it. Yeah, and it's like, please, you can crease up all my regular rares. Why did you do that to the one rainbow rare that I got in the set?
Right, exactly. But if I look at the set objectively, like the cards in the set, this is a strong set card-wise. I don't know, for me personally, if that puts it in the A tier. Like, I don't know.
I think it's A tier.
You think it's A tier?
I mean, it's so well-rounded. You have Blissey alt art, like all the Galarian birds.
True, I do like the Galarian Zap.
The Calyrex alt arts are incredible. It's a massive set. You got Electrode, Snorlax, and Bronzong for the gold card. Like, it has so much to pull. It's a nightmare to complete the set, but it's just got so many things you want in it. That I feel like it has to be 8.
Okay, I can go with that. I mean, because
it might, like, I think it's stronger than Vivid Voltage in my opinion, because it's
cardless wise. you're right. I was gonna say, it's better than Battle Styles, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess, yeah, if you're looking at just the cards
like the
in
number
the set
of hits.
objective,
like you might want Rainbow Pikachu more than anything in Chilling Reign.
True.
But like Chilling Reign, you'd be happy to get any of the gold cards.
Oh, yeah, the gold.
You'd be happy to get any of the alternate arts.
True.
You know, like whereas there's only like how many cards do you really want in Vivid Voltage? Like there's few.
The Chonkachu and maybe like Leon.
Yeah, and like the full art Pikachu, like Nessa, things like that. But I think there's just way more cards you want in Chilling Reign.
Accurate, yeah. I'm okay with that. A tier.
Okay. Evolving Skies. So much like Chilling Reign, another massive set with a ton of alternate arts.
Almost too big, man.
Yeah, so we have all the evolutions coming to town here, and then you get Duraludon and Rayquaza in the mix. So we have Leafeon alternate art. You have Glaceon alternate art. You have Espeon alternate art. Golurk alt art. Sylveon alt art. Medicham alt art. Umbreon.
Umbreon's my personal favorite.
Yeah, the Dragonite alternate art. You have Rayquaza having an alt art for its regular V and its
Batman Noivern.
Yeah, Batman Noivern, Duraludon V.
Wow, yeah.
Zinnia is another popular full art trainer. You get the VMAX alt art.
Yeah, that actually the VMAX Umbreon alt art is my personal pull card of the set.
And then the Rayquaza VMAX alt art, I know a lot of people like as well.
True.
But yeah, I agree. The Umbreon VMAX alt art is probably the best card. And then you got Frostlass, Inteleon, Cresselia for the gold cards. To me, for like a regular set, I'm just throwing in an S tier. Like,
I mean, honestly, like
again, nightmare to complete, but like evolutions are amazing. Everyone loves the evolutions.
It has. I mean, just like looking like objectively like at the Chilling Reign, like I was just like, wow, there's actually like a lot of alt arts and just full art cards that I want here. And then looking at Evolving Skies, there's even more in this set.
Yeah.
So like, I think it reaches the S tier. I agree with that.
Yeah, the only downside again is the sheer size of this set, and the odds of pulling what you want is going to be really tough because there's
Gordy.
Oh, you want there's Gordy too. That's more scary for the Japanese version because you only get that one secret rare and their full arts are secret rares too. So if your one is Gordy, you're going to have a bad time. But yeah, it's just because like there's so many cards like, oh, you want the Umbreon VMAX alt art, but you could still just pull the rainbow instead, and it's like, I mean, you'll still be happy about it, but it's tough.
It's true. This is a set I plan to go back to like once the prices calm down, and just see if I can get more of these alt arts. Just because there's so many to chase, and it just seems like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Going after them. Hopefully,
like in a wave 2 or wave 3. I don't know if prices will ever go to like Battle Styles levels because this might be looked at as like, so maybe like the Cosmic Eclipse of this era where people loved Cosmic Eclipse because it had amazing alt arts, but it was also a massive set. So it is kind of very much like Evolving Skies, and the hype may not die down for a while, but prices will definitely go down when there's more supply and people are focused on newer sets. But yeah, I do think for a regular set to make it to S tier is pretty incredible, but that's how stacked Evolving Skies is.
Yeah.
So now, celebrations.
Whew.
There's a lot going on.
Oh yeah.
With celebrations, and I don't think the card list was up on Pokelector, so
no, it wasn't. I'm actually surprised it isn't, because when we're filming this, I think it's only a week out. Like, isn't it October 8th? It's supposed to be coming out.
Yes, October 8th. It is floating around, but it's taking me a second to find it. But
that's okay.
Nevertheless, Celebrations, an incredible set with an incredible amount of classic cards being put back in. We're gonna have
the reprint of the base set Charizard
and Venusaur and Blastoise. Birthday Pikachu.
Yeah, Birthday Pikachu.
You're gonna have Dark Gyarados. I mean, let's be real here. It's going up in the
S. It's gonna be this was the one. I mean, honestly, I didn't expect Evolving Skies to get the S tier until we looked objectively at the at the cards in the set. But Celebrations, this set is going to, one, it's going to be printed to oblivion. Everybody's just going to want to get their hands on it, and it's just going to be so much fun to open, because you're going to look at different generations of Pokemon cards, because like in Celebrations they're going to have like base set cards. They're going to have cards from the Diamond, Pearl, Platinum era. There was like a cool Garchomp,
Level X. There's Gold Star Umbreon.
Yeah, Gold Star Umbreon. Is that the EX card from like the EX era? Is that the one you're talking about?
The Umbreon. Gold Star? Yeah, Gold Star Umbreon, and then it's a shiny. I believe it's a shiny. I think all the Gold Star cards were shiny, but there's also the Golden Shiny Mew card as well.
Oh yeah,
so it's just gonna have nostalgia on top of just crazy fun pulls like Lugia and Ho-Oh and all this crazy stuff. The only downside is it might get a little repetitive to open the packs, because there is like the normal 25 card set, but then there is also the whole 25 like special set, and you're only gonna maybe get one of the special set cards per pack. There's only 4 cards in a pack though. But the good thing, so it's like the negative, things might get repetitive real quick, even more so than Champion's Path.
Yeah.
But the good news is it's gonna be hopefully an easier set to complete than almost, because there's only 50 total cards, and even if it is 4 cards per pack, it's still just such a smaller set, and there's not an insane amount of secret rares and everything.
Right. It seems like almost like every card is gonna be like fun. Like you're gonna get, you'll get a lot of duplicates, but like
you're not going to be disappointed to get like a Surfing Pikachu VMAX, even though you didn't get your Charizard. And the hope is that, you try and get some of the biggest pulls like the Charizards and whatnot. And then hope that, because so many people are going to be opening this, that it won't, if you're missing a few of the singles in the special set, and maybe it won't be that expensive to fill out the rest of the set by buying singles.
Right, exactly. You'll go on TCG Play, you're like, oh, okay.
So it's like, it's got a great balance of, it's going to be super fun, it's going to be small, so it's attainable to like complete. You know what I mean? So it's like, for completionists, it's doable. For people who want the big pulls, they're all there. So I think the only thing that this is bad for is TCG players, because I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to, I'm pretty sure you can't play any of the cards in the set, just because they're throwing in all these rules from all the different eras, and I think they're just not
a mess.
Yeah, so that's the only downside, but otherwise for like every type of collector, this is an incredible set.
Yeah.
So lastly, Fusion Arts, or Fusion Strike. Fusion Arts is the Japanese set. But Fusion Strike, we know there's going to be more English cards in it, but the Japanese set, it's basically Mew is the biggest hitter. And we are going to also get like a Greedent alt art, which, why is Greedent getting an alt art before cooler Pokemon?
I don't know, but it's a pretty cool picture.
It is actually a pretty cool alt art, but I just feel like there was more,
more deserving.
Greedent is getting like far too much attention for this era.
An adorable squirrel. I guess that's it.
I guess so.
The Genesect's a cool one.
Yeah, breakdancing Genesect.
Obviously, you have your Mew, you have like the Mew VMAX, you get a Rainbow Rare Mew.
It's all about Mew.
Yeah.
And so Flaffy is getting a gold card.
Yeah,
we don't know what the other.
I found that interesting that it was the middle evolution.
The thing is, apparently the Flaffy card is like very competitive. So I guess they're making it. It's more for the players to bling out your deck. You can. Because it's a very playable card, I guess. I don't know what happened to Ampharos. I guess he's just not that playable.
I feel like Ampharos was left out.
Yeah, but also based on this, one thing we have to keep in mind, you can see the pack art here is actually Gengar VMAX. So I think in Japan, it's part of like a deck. But it seems like instead of making it a deck for English, they're actually going to put Gengar VMAX in the set. So that will definitely help bolster the appeal. All that being said, I still feel like it's probably, I'm feeling like a B tier right now.
I don't think it's, looking at the list, or some of the list right now, I don't think it's stronger than Chilling Reign.
Yeah, I agree.
Battle Styles level, I could see that. And I really like Mew. So like that Mew is probably gonna be my personal chase card for the set. as well as maybe that Genesect. But other than that, really, I mean, there's a lot of cards I'd be okay with. But
yeah, there's like Lantern and stuff, but it's not like
I'm not blown away by
it's not like the world on fire. I do think it might be more popular than Battle Styles just because Mew and Gengar are very, very popular Pokemon. But I think it's like basically at the kind of that same level. So I think I'm pretty comfortable with that.
Yeah.
And there we go. We did it.
We did do it. It started off a little rocky. I mean, is there anything on here you could argue either way? I honestly think it's fair. I mean, I guess if you were going to move something up to the B tier, I don't know. I wouldn't even like argue strong for it. I don't even think I would be Champion's Path. I would maybe be Darkness Ablaze, but I think I like it where it's at right now, honestly.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty comfortable with this list. I really think we nailed it. It looks like basically if you were around in early 2020, like Sword and Shield was off to a rocky start, but
like the rest of society, we just kind of want to forget about 2020 and just move on to the good stuff.
But I think it's also just the context of, right, you know, if we had done the set if we had done this tier list when Champion's Path was the newest set, like Darkness Ablaze might have been like A tier or something. But
that's true.
When things like Chilling Reign and Evolving Skies and Shining Fates and Celebrations come out, all of a sudden the whole context of the other sets completely changes. And I think at where we are right now, this definitely feels right.
Yeah. So, yeah. I think it's fair because like we came in like around Vivid Voltage, like was the new set. It's like Vivid Voltage is still pretty high for us, like with the A tier. Obviously Battle Styles came after it. It's a little lesser than that. So like I think it's a well balanced tier list.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's fair. I'm okay with it.
All right. Well, that'll do it then.
Yeah, so for all of you that were clamoring for like an updated version of this, this is the tier list. Let me know what you guys think. Like, would you put Champion's Path higher, for example? Or is there any other sets you'd put lower? I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments section below. Not as always, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell for some more amazing Pokemon TCG related content and or video game stuff. And follow this man's channel if you're into Zelda, because he is the authority of...
No, don't say that. So,
to me, anyways, he is the authority to me of Zelda content. If I want to watch Zelda content, I watch him, okay?
All right. Yeah, game essays.
Game essays. I thought I said that, but I didn't. All right, take care.
See ya.